When we picture a Viking winter, we often imagine grim warriors huddled in crude huts, bracing against the cold, surrounded by endless snow and biting winds. The image is one of hardship and survival, a constant struggle against the elements. But this stereotype misses the real story. Vikings were ingenious engineers, not just survivors. They were skilled craftspeople who understood how to use the resources around them to their fullest potential, transforming harsh landscapes into places of comfort and community. Their mastery of building allowed them to thrive in places like Iceland and Greenland, using sophisticated techniques to create warm, resilient homes. These structures were more than shelters. They were the heart of Viking society, designed for both protection and social life. They understood their environment deeply, building houses that captured heat, blocked wind, and made winter not just bearable, but livable. Their homes were carefully oriented and insulated, turning the coldest months into a time for gathering and storytelling. The iconic Viking Longhouse was a marvel of design, housing families, livestock, and supplies in comfort. These communal spaces fostered resilience, warmth, and a sense of belonging even in the harshest winters. Every detail, from the curve of the walls to the materials used, was chosen for a reason. Vikings selected turf, timber, and stone not just for availability, but for their insulating and structural properties. These were not primitive huts, but carefully crafted machines for living in the north. Their architecture reflected a deep understanding of both climate and community needs. To understand the Viking winter, we must see them as partners with nature, not its adversaries. Their way of life was shaped by respect for the land and a desire to live in balance with it. Their approach created sustainable communities that lasted for centuries, leaving a legacy that can still be seen in the landscapes of the North today. The Viking winter is a story of adaptation, innovation, and ecological wisdom, a testament to human creativity in the face of nature's greatest challenges. The Viking Longhouse's brilliance lay in separating its load-bearing frame from its insulating shell, a concept that was centuries ahead of its time. This innovative approach allowed the structure to withstand the harshest northern climates while remaining remarkably efficient. Massive internal posts, the Sula system, supported the heavy roof, freeing the outer walls to focus on insulation. These posts formed the backbone of the building, ensuring stability even during fierce storms. This allowed for thick, thermally efficient walls made from diverse materials such as turf, sod, and timber, each chosen for its insulating properties and availability. The long, narrow, ship-shaped design deflected fierce winds, reducing drafts and heat loss. Its curved walls mimicked the hulls of Viking ships, channeling the wind away and keeping the interior calm. Inside, 2 rows of pillars divided the space into a warm central aisle and cooler side aisles for sleeping and storage, creating distinct zones for daily life and rest. The central hearth provided heat, light, and a place to gather, while the side aisles acted as thermal buffers, protecting the family from the cold. Every element worked together: strong pillars, curved walls, thick insulation, and a smart layout, creating a living space that was both practical and resilient. The Longhouse was an integrated system, structure, form, and function inseparable, each part reinforcing the others in a seamless whole. This was not just a shelter, but a blueprint for survival, refined over generations and passed down as a legacy of adaptation and ingenuity. The sophistication of Viking architecture is only now being fully appreciated as archaeologists and architects uncover its secrets and marvel at its enduring wisdom. Their homes were holistic machines, perfectly tuned to the North Atlantic's challenges, a testament to the Vikings' deep understanding of their environment and their remarkable skill as builders. Viking wall construction showcased their resourcefulness. With the frame carrying the load, walls could be optimized for warmth. Wattle and daub, woven branches coated with a clay, straw, and manure mix, created strong, airtight, and insulating barriers. Manure wasn't primitive. Its ammonia preserved wood, and its fibers trapped heat. The result: walls that blocked wind, breathed out moisture, and kept interiors dry. In treeless regions, Vikings used thick turf blocks, cut with living grass, stacked in herringbone patterns for stability. Turf walls and roofs provided phenomenal insulation, using Earth's thermal mass to retain heat. In winter, snow added another insulating layer, making the longhouse nearly invisible in the landscape. These techniques turned humble materials into high-performance composites. The Vikings saw potential in every resource, transforming waste into survival tools. Their walls were a testament to practical chemistry and environmental adaptation. The long central hearth, or langeld, was the heart of every Viking home, providing heat, light, and a place to cook. It was more than just a fire, it was the center of daily life, where families gathered for warmth, storytelling, and meals after long days of work. Its open design radiated warmth throughout the main hall, while stones retained and released heat long after the fire died. The gentle glow from the hearth created a sense of security and comfort, especially during the long, dark winters. Smoke escaped through a simple roof vent, creating airflow and reducing drafts. This clever solution kept the air breathable and helped prevent the buildup of dangerous fumes inside the home. Livestock shared the longhouse in winter, their body heat raising the temperature and reducing firewood needs. Cows, sheep, and goats became part of the household, their presence essential for survival. This arrangement also protected animals from predators and harsh weather and made chores easier. Tending to animals indoors meant less exposure to the freezing cold for the family. Even animal waste played a role, preserving timbers and adding warmth. The straw and manure mixture insulated the floor, helping to keep the cold at bay. With no glass windows, interiors were dark, so Vikings whitewashed walls with lime. This simple technique made a dramatic difference in the atmosphere inside. The bright surface reflected firelight, making the space feel larger and cleaner. It also helped everyone see better during the long nights. Lime's antiseptic properties improved hygiene in crowded quarters. This was crucial in a home shared by both people and animals. Every element, fire, animals, and light, was harnessed for comfort and survival. Each detail was carefully considered to make life possible in a harsh climate. The longhouse was a living system, blending practicality with ingenuity. It was a testament to the resourcefulness of its builders and the resilience of its inhabitants. It was a home designed for the realities of the northern winter, a place where every feature served a purpose in the struggle to thrive. The longhouse's layout fostered communal living, where shared warmth was essential. Raised wooden platforms along the walls served as workspaces by day and communal beds by night. Sleeping together wasn't just tradition, it pooled body heat, creating a warm microclimate under thick furs. Elevated benches kept sleepers above cold drafts settling on the floor. The household's social structure was reflected in sleeping arrangements, but everyone shared the same warmth. This closeness reinforced interdependence and community bonds. The longhouse was a single, shared ecosystem, sounds, smells, and warmth, all part of daily life. Communal living turned winter from isolation into a season of togetherness. Survival was a collective effort, and the longhouse was its foundation. The Viking longhouse offers lessons for today's sustainable architecture. Separating the structural frame from the insulating shell is now a cornerstone of modern building. Vikings mastered passive heating. Thick walls and stone hearths absorbed and released heat, smoothing temperature swings. Their natural ventilation, using a central smoke hole, inspired today's energy-efficient airflow designs. The longhouse's compact, multifunctional layout minimized resource use and fostered community. Integrating living, work, and animal spaces under one roof was efficient and sustainable. These ancient principles are relevant as we face climate and resource challenges. The Viking model shows how to build resilient, resource-conscious, and socially connected homes. Their legacy is a blueprint for sustainable living. The Viking longhouse stands as a monument to human ingenuity and adaptation. It replaces the myth of the brutish barbarian with the reality of the intelligent engineer. Vikings thrived by working with nature. Curved walls, thick turf, and animal heat all played a role. Their use of local materials and passive design was sophisticated, not primitive. Communal sleeping and shared warmth were deliberate survival strategies. Their knowledge was lived, not written, encoded in the very fabric of their homes. As we seek sustainable solutions today, Viking engineering offers timeless wisdom. The Longhouse teaches us that a home can be an active, harmonious part of its environment. Vikings were not victims of the cold, but masters of it. Their legacy is a powerful lesson in building warm, resilient, and sustainable homes for a changing world.